Hello and welcome back to Oasis Scents. If you can't tell already, I filmed all these at the same time. I didn't film the soap making videos at the same time, but I filmed the intros because this is the first time I have found a chance to be at home and film videos and actually look kind of presentable. My name is Ali, I am the brains behind Oasis Scents, and with my boyfriend Byron, he helps me get on with life. He helps me design some of the soaps and he designs all the packaging. If you guys are interested in purchasing any of our soaps or checking out any of our social media, you'll find links right here. And if you're interested in watching this video, wait a second while I tell you what the soap is. Today we are making Other Mother, which is inspired by Coraline from the movie Coraline or the book Coraline by Neil Gaiman, whatever one you want to pick your fancy. Mainly the movie because I've never read the book, but as you can tell I do read a lot of books. This is my bookshelf. Other Mother is one of our novel size soaps. We make two sizes of soaps, we make novel and novella. They're bookish related. And this one is not, I wouldn't say it's a bestseller, but it's probably one of my favourites, which is why I have made more soaps of it since my first release of this soap. It smells like blueberry cheesecake and rainwater, which is absolutely delicious, and I hope you guys like the soap and this video, and let's just get on in with it. Today we are making another soap. We're making Other Mother, which is a Coraline inspired soap. It has little embeds on top, it's got a nice swirl in it. I made this once before and I'm making it again today. So in this I have sweet almond oil, olive oil, castor oil, cocoa butter and coconut oil. Yes, and let's just do it. Okay, and my next step is to split this batter into 3 parts because I have my base, which is a blue colour, another colour which is yellow, and then my black, which is my topping. So it's mostly going to be all blue, but there'll be a nice amount of yellow and then enough black that I can pipe both loaves. So I'll set this one off to the side until I need it. So now, into these two, I am going to add my colorants. Today my colorants are Yellow Lake, Sunset Yellow Lake from Pure Nature, and Sapphire Blue Mica, Pearl Mica from New Zealand Soy Candles. So I'm actually going to add a little bit of black into this one because this colour does lighten up a little bit once it's been through the cold process, but not too much black that it overpowers it. And now we're going to add in my fragrance oils. So my fragrance oils today are Blueberry Cheesecake from Pure Nature. These are two of my favourite fragrance oils to use in cold process, and I think they complement each other really well. So yes, and I've already got it sectioned off. And I'll just save a little bit just for the topping to scent it lightly, but it won't be that much. And now we mix in the fragrance by hand because I know it doesn't rise, but I can't remember if it speeds up trace, so I'm just being safe. And I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I'm going to be doing a drop swirl today, so that's why I want to make sure that my soap is nice and fluid. So I have my 2 molds here and I'm going to pour in my soap. I'm pouring a good amount of blue in before I start pouring in my yellow at kind of a good height. Cool, so I'm going to let my soap set up a little bit. I'm going to clean up my edges while I wait for this to set up so I can start on my piping. My soap frosting is all set up, and so we're going to start frosting. I'm not very good at this, I just have to admit, and concentrating is something I find very hard to do. As you can see, I don't know if you noticed that, but there is one sort of little layer of my soap that is not completely ready, but that's okay because my frosting will still sit on top. So I've got my bottom layer down and I've got just enough to do another layer. I may have undermade this, but that's okay.
Oh my god!
Change of plans for this one. I have run out of soap frosting. I actually don't have any sodium hydroxide left, so I'm just going to texture it a little bit so I can sort of make some peaks. This is what happens when I'm not prepared. As long as I have enough of a peak to put my eyes in, then we will be okay. So that is not my planned outcome, but now we are going to add little eyes. So these are little button eyes that I made using Mountain Pour. Yes. And it just goes 2 in either side. I put those around the wrong way. And then I will give you a quick little close-up of my finished soaps. I'm quite happy with these. They're obviously not exactly what I planned on having because I ran out of soap frosting, but that's because I actually ran out of sodium hydroxide, so I had to lower my I had to change my recipe. It's the same recipe as I always do. I just had to recalculate it to be a little bit lower than normal, but that's alright. It's still the same soap and they'll still be the same weight, kind of. In fact, this might actually be better in terms of weight compared to my other recipes. I'm just rambling now. But yes, let's give you a nice close-up of my pretty soaps. So this is a soap from my original batch, and this one here is a soap from my latest batch that will discolour. This yellow will discolour to this yellow eventually. It does eventually. Oh, I'm holding it back to front. But I think that I prefer maybe in between two. Maybe I need to make a batch that's more about half, because I think that in this batch here, let me find another one, when there's less yellow, it's not as cool as this one, but I think both are pretty cool and the smell is amazing. I'm in love. So let's finish cutting this soap, and that's us for today.